Hey, this is Joe. Thanks for coming back for another video. This video will be the first of several videos that will discuss why carbon fiber and composite manufacturing has become so popular in Formula One and other types of motor racing events. We have to take into consideration that all motorsports teams are very secretive about their design and manufacturing processes. In Formula One, there are rules that the teams cannot share technology for at least 2 years just to stay competitive. So much of what we'll discuss will be based on slightly older information. In the second video on manufacturing techniques, we will make some comparisons that are based on techniques used in the aerospace industry. This screenshot is taken from a video put together by Red Bull Racing. It is dated and does not reveal too much information, but it is interesting to watch. The link is in the description. If you do not know what carbon fiber is, please watch my part 1 video on the OceanGate Titan sub. I'll put the link in the description. So in order to understand why carbon fiber is used, we have to look at the way teams historically built their technology. In the early days of Formula One and other forms of motor racing, space frame chassis were used. Chromoly tubing was welded and a frame was constructed. Either sheet metal or in later years fiberglass body panels were used to cover the exterior of the cars. These frames were very strong and very rigid, but came at the expense of driver safety. Usually when the cars crashed, the car survived, but the driver did not. This type of construction provided little in energy-absorbing capabilities. As motorsports evolved, new technology was introduced. The monocoque or monocoque chassis was introduced. Monocoque or monocoque, also called structural skin, is a structural system in which loads are supported by the object's external skin in a manner similar to an eggshell. The word monocoque is a French term for single shell. These chassis were constructed of aluminum or aluminium, depending on where you're from, and magnesium. Again, the chassis were very light and strong enough for car performance, but lacking in driver safety. In this image, you can see that the front end of the chassis is completely destroyed. This was very common and caused a lot of deaths in the Formula One and other motorsports industries. Unfortunately, the drivers did not fare well using monocoque chassis. This is an image of a crash from the Indianapolis 500 race. Many drivers who were involved in crashes were given the title of having the Indy limp. This is the McLaren MP4-1 chassis. The McLaren MP4-1 was a Formula One racing car produced by the McLaren team. It was used during the 1981, 1982, and 1983 seasons. It was the second Formula One car to use a monocoque chassis, wholly manufactured from carbon fiber composite, after the Lotus 88, which was never raced. In the video explaining what carbon fiber is and what its strengths and weaknesses are, we indicated that carbon fiber has a very high strength to weight ratio. We also indicated that carbon fiber is very brittle and does not exhibit very good elastic deformation properties. As the earlier video states, the strength of carbon fiber lies in the length of the fibers. One of the manufacturing benefits of carbon fiber is that the orientation of the plies can be arranged to handle these areas of great stress and strain. But what many people do not know is that carbon fiber plies can be oriented in such a way to fail, and in doing so absorb a tremendous amount of energy. So a portion of a part can be constructed to withstand a great amount of stress without failing, while a different portion of the same part can be made to fail, and in doing so absorb a tremendous amount of energy to protect the driver. In the upcoming video clip, the Cranfield University's Impact Center has graciously given me permission to show some of their test footage of testing Formula One chassis components to failure. Cranfield University is located across the pond in Cranfield, Bedfordshire, United Kingdom. So in part 2 of this video, we're going to show how Formula One cars are manufactured and other forms of motorsports as well. So hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.